Major victory by Democrats, a major victory for democracy. Huge results coming out of Virginia. We can now confirm that redistricting has passed.
So Harry J. Sisson just broke down Virginia's massive redistricting victory and why it's sending shockwaves through MAGA world. This isn't just about 4 House seats. It's about Democrats finally fighting fire with fire after years of Republican gerrymandering. Let's break this down.
Of course, this has been a national battle with Republican states starting it, changing their maps mid-decade at the request of Donald Trump to try to pick up additional House seats because we all know how this is going to go. Donald Trump is unpopular, nobody likes him, and nobody wants to vote for the Republicans again in the midterms. So
this mid-decade redistricting is historically unprecedented. Texas grabbed 5 seats without any public vote in 2021. Florida added 4, North Carolina 3. Meanwhile, Trump's approval sits at 34%, lower than Biden's worst numbers. Republicans knew they couldn't win fair fights.
Virginia voters approved the redistricting amendment, setting up a major Democratic gerrymander. 4 U.S. House seats are now expected to flip from red to blue in 2026, reshaping the national map overnight. Republicans are now likely to respond quickly in Florida, but yes, we have picked up 4 additional House seats, which will be huge for the House of Representatives in 2026.
4 seats could flip control entirely. House majorities average just 5 to 8 seats lately. With Trump's Operation Metro Surge deportations and his illegal tariff regime tanking the economy, Democratic oversight becomes crucial. Virginia just handed Democrats the tools to check authoritarian overreach.
Democrats have finally learned that in a boxing fight, you don't fight with one hand tied behind your back. You put both your gloves up, you protect yourself, and you throw some jabs. You throw an uppercut, you throw a hook here and there, and Democrats have finally learned that. They are finally playing by Republican standards. Republicans do this. They do these nasty things. They go below the belt. They throw the elbows, and Democrats often just sit there and take it and hope that we will prevail.
The contrast is stark. Republicans gerrymander in back rooms. Democrats put it to voters. Virginia's approach was more democratic than anything we've seen from Texas or Florida. This shows you can fight Republican tactics while maintaining Democratic legitimacy.
Texas redistricts without a vote. Republicans cheer. Dems in Virginia respond by putting it up for a vote of the people. It passes, and Republicans cry foul. Oh well, good job, Virginia. And that's exactly the point. Like, Texas changed their maps, gave Republicans an additional 5 seats without asking voters. There was never a vote on Texas redistricting, and in some of these other Republican states, they've done the exact same thing. No vote, they just went forward with it anyway, and Republicans said, no problem, it's great. But when Democrats do it, and we actually ask the consent of the people, which is how it should be done, then Republicans have an issue, then they freak out, then they're upset.
Classic Republican projection. They redrew maps in Texas, Florida, Georgia, and Ohio without any public input, then scream about democracy when Virginia voters actually get to decide. It's the same playbook. Break norms, then cry foul when others adapt.
Thank you, Virginia, for giving Trump the middle finger and showing America what patriotism looks like. And that's exactly right. That's exactly what happened in Virginia tonight. That's what patriotism looks like. When the President of the United States, who is a criminal, convicted felon, has done awful things, does not care about the office of the presidency aside from enriching himself, when he tries to steal an additional 4, 5, 6, maybe even 10 House seats to keep him in power, to keep his party in power, and keep the cult going, the Democrats and the patriots of this country, people who care about democracy, responded in kind. It's exactly what patriotism looks like.
Trump's Iran strikes last month and his deportation violence have Americans demanding congressional oversight. Virginia voters just gave Democrats the power to investigate his corruption and block his worst impulses. That's exactly what defending democracy looks like.
Democrats are stealing Virginia. Compliments of Barack Obama. Virginia is about to become uninhabitable. Uninhabitable. You hear that, Virginians? If you're out there, if anybody from Virginia is watching, or you have family or friends, or you've even been to the beautiful state of Virginia, Laura Loomer says it's about to become uninhabitable because Democrats responded to Republicans redistricting around the country. All they do is fearmonger.
Loomer's hysteria is revealing. MAGA sees democracy itself as threatening. Virginia has the 12th highest median income, top-tier schools, and growing tech sectors. But to them, any place where voters can check Trump's power becomes uninhabitable. Pure authoritarian thinking.
When he was talking about redistricting, he said, and I quote, "If Democrats get these additional seats, they'll change things at the federal level. Watch."
This is what they're going to be doing with this referendum. If the Democrats, look, if they get additional House seats, at some point, if they get these additional seats, they're going to be making changes at the federal level.
You're damn right we are. You're damn right we are. You are damn right that we're going to be making changes at the federal level, and the American people support that.
Exactly right. Americans oppose Trump's deportation raids by 20 points, his tariffs by 15 points, and his Iran escalation by 25 points. Polling shows 61% want Congress investigating his business dealings. Virginia just gave Democrats the seats to deliver that oversight.
His approval numbers are in the 30s. He's in the 30s. We're approaching Bush in like 2008 numbers with Donald Trump. So I could talk about how unpopular this loser is for hours, but you don't need to hear me rant about that. What we should be talking about and celebrating right now is the fact that this referendum passed.
Bush hit 25% approval during the 2008 financial crisis. Trump's at 34% during supposed economic recovery. That's catastrophic. His tariffs are hitting grocery prices. Deportation raids are splitting families. Virginia proves purple states are turning against this chaos.
Democrats have picked up 4 additional seats, a major victory for Democrats, but also a major victory for democracy. I will leave it there. Let me know what you think about this in the comments. I'm excited to read what you guys have to say about this. Please make sure to subscribe down below. Drop a like on the video as well if you did enjoy. It goes an incredibly long way. I greatly appreciate it. Have an amazing rest of your day, and we will
This could be the template for 2026. If Michigan, Pennsylvania, and Wisconsin follow Virginia's lead, Democrats could flip 12 to 15 seats total. That's enough to not just take the House, but build a veto-proof majority against Trump's authoritarian agenda.